I did This Little Piggy yesterday. We did it on the Bedabblers channel. Check that out. Great show. Me, Moody, Melton, and Tukey. And I didn't know this happened. These guys showed me the video. Someone gave a bunch of money to Aaron to put a dog treat in his mouth and do a thing with his dog where they like kiss with the dog treat. What's the movie I'm thinking of where they do that? You know,
Lady and the Tramp.
Lady and the Tramp. Thank you. So someone gave him money to do that. He ended up eating a dog treat on his show. Aaron Imholte did.
Did he forget what the bit was?
It's content.
Yeah. So now he's totally transitioned over into this new era of I will do stupid stunts for money.
And mukbang.
Right. The mukbang part is not really the point, but I hear what you're saying.
It's better than begging.
But
he got his dog treat.
Right.
Yeah, maybe it is better than begging, actually. But Melton was offering him $50 to eat a whole stick of butter. At least butter's like people food. He wouldn't do that, but he actually ate and swallowed a dog treat on his show. So that's next level.
I've done it.
Yeah,
I was also like 8, but...
Okay, you haven't done it while streaming on your show before?
No.
Yeah, it's a little bit different, I would say. So I wanted to play this because Aaron is admitting that he talks to his parents about his show, which I find very odd considering the content of his show for the past 5 months or so. You know,
sounds about right.
Yeah. So this is interesting.
No, I did not wear my costume around my children. No. In fact, when I got there with the kids, when I picked them up after school and I brought them to my parents, that was the first question my mom asked was, "Oh, you're not wearing your costume that you had on your show this morning?" And I said, "Yeah, no, I don't." Funny joke. It was a good costume, but we're not gonna wear that one around the children. I don't.
So to put some context around this, he was dressed up for Halloween as jail.
Good dad.
I'm sorry?
Sorry. But a good dad.
No, he was not dressed up as a good dad.
Unrecognizable.
No, he was dressed up like a prisoner.
Okay.
He had his little prison jumpsuit thing on. And so, the joke is that he is maybe going to jail for the felony that he committed. And so he doesn't want the kids talking about that. He doesn't want to have to explain that to the kids. Like, well, remember Forever Mommy? Well, I started dating Forever Mommy's friends, and then she sent me a photo of her naked, and then I sent that to this weird wop on the internet and bragged about it.
And Forever Grandma thinks this is funny.
Right.
Wait, Forever Mommy is an actual term he uses?
So what happened was when he proposed to April, he had one of his kids give her the ring and say, "Will you please be our forever mommy?" Yeah. How did that turn out? Anyway, that's why I use that term.
Like that's what we use for like adoption.
Right.
Like, I mean, I get it with the marriage, but like, no, is she a foster mom? Like,
it's so corny. So anyway, fast forward, brings the kids over to Grandma's house, and Grandma's like, "Oh, you're not wearing the costume you were wearing today."
I've become a much better arbiter of what's appropriate in the last year or so. Also, it was very funny to have my parents pull me aside from the kids because they'll watch the show from time to time. To pull me aside from the kids and be like, "Is that Nick guy like gay for you?" I'm like, "Oh no."
So this gets weird. Nick Rekieta was in his chat this week.
Was it actually him? Isn't there somebody like? Isn't there like a fake one out there or something? I mean,
sure.
there's always that. I mean, like the fake Clay Dabbler and all that shit. But like,
there's fake Nick Rekieta.
There's a fake me somewhere too.
Oh, was that the one who's racist on Twitter?
No, that's actually me. No.
That one who celebrates Hitler's birthday every year? I don't know who that one is. That's wild. Now, I don't know if it was the real Nick or not. He thinks it was. I'm going to assume that it was because I think that Nick was trying to embarrass him. So let's see what he's saying here.
What? It's not. Let's not. That was bad, dude. That was bad. Like, I felt there's no sense of victory anymore. Like, I'll let everybody else say another win for the toe. I'll let what was it on Kiwi Farms yesterday? Or was it Twitter or Kiwi Farms? I think it was Twitter. A guy, Kobe, Teflon toe is now the name. But it's like, people...
This is insane. His level of cope has gotten so weird, where he's just like, listen, I know everyone's saying that I'm killing it and that I'm beating all of my opponents and it's not even close. And I'm not going to brag myself. You guys are all doing it for me. So, shucks, that's fine. This Teflon toe thing is hilarious to me because the parallel to Tom Myers. Tom Myers started getting people on the internet calling him the king. Hashtag the king. And every time Tom would tweet, they'd be like, get him, Tom, the king, And it's because they're clowning him, pretending that he's good at comedy. And this Teflon toe thing, he sees this on Kiwi Farms. And he goes, everyone says I'm killing it. Like, he doesn't understand sarcasm. He's not getting it at all.
Or just outright lies.
Yeah, well, he does that a lot too. Right. So who knows if he actually believes this or not, but
it's like Aiden telling Kevin how people are jealous of him.
Right. Yes, it's very similar to that.
Act like I'm stacking these victories. Guys, I'm not doing anything.
He's stacking victories. I don't even know what the sport is. I don't know how you keep score. I'm very confused by all of this.
I'm just sitting here keeping my little snake oil carnival going, one dono at a time, keeping this thing on the air, keeping my guys paid.
Guys? He's down to one guy. It's just Johnny Crutches.
But why does he says like snake oil? Like, he knows he's a con artist, that he knows like he's
leaning into it. Yes.
Yeah, but it makes it almost dirtier, and just like, it's not like when we were saying earlier, when people are being like transparent and they're owning their stuff. He doesn't own it, and he kind of just like rubs up against it, and it's very disingenuous, and the way he laughs, he's very smug about it, which is like not as nice. I don't know.
Yeah, it doesn't work. He's not pulling it off. I was saying this on This Little Piggy yesterday. We were talking about this. He goes back and forth. He's very manic like this. He goes back and forth between like, I guess we should just quit. I guess, you guys don't want to support the show, and then we'll just go away and we just won't do a show anymore. He said that multiple times over the last couple of months. And then he'll just be like, and you guys can't handle it, that I'm killing it. And all of my haters are now seething and they're killing themselves because they don't know how to deal with my wins and all my victories. And I just keep doing this to them. They don't know what to do with themselves. It can't be both things. He's schizophrenic in this way.
He's trying every manipulative tactic that he can. I mean, I know that, I know I said that he wasn't a narcissist then because I didn't really know him that well enough. I didn't see enough examples, and I see it more and more. Every new clip I see of him, I'm like, holy shit, how wrong was I? Yeah. And he's exemplifying it right here, with these manipulative tactics, but then like showboating, and it's all about him.
Yeah, he goes back and forth. So he's like, guys, we're just a small show. We just need your support to keep us on the air. We have a small group of people watching us, but you guys really care about it. And then other times he's just like, and we're going to get to this in just a moment. He's got tons of viewers and everyone's telling him that he's killing it. And on anyone who's criticizing him looks foolish for doing so.
He doesn't even have to gloat. Everyone's doing it for him.
Right. Yes. I'll stop gloating because you guys are gloating for me on the internet.
It's embarrassing.
He literally, Patrick Melton didn't do a show for a week and a half because he got married and went on a honeymoon. And of course, we did a live show in Detroit, so we didn't do This Little Piggy last Friday. And Aaron comes on and he goes, holy cow, all of my haters have just gone away because they just don't even know. They can't even deal with how good I'm doing right now. It's like, okay, sure.
And he must have known full well what was going on.
Of course he does. Yeah. Of course he does. He's manipulating. There's a percentage of people who listen to him on the radio and now watch him on YouTube, and they only get their news from Aaron. And those are the people he's talking to the most. Mm-hmm. But he also, the crazy thing is that he's claiming victory every day and talking about how the haters are seething, but he also brings those people up multiple times a day, every day, which tells me that it's wearing on him more than anyone else. You wouldn't bring it up so often if it wasn't affecting you.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
The whole rent-free thing.
Yes.
Oh, making sure I can, as long as I can pay them more than the radio station ever paid him, I'm a happy guy. But like, I'm not.
That's weird too.
Yeah.
He's saying he's paying his guys more than the radio station paid him. We talked to Gino. on here.
Yeah, I think we heard about the pay rate.
We heard about the pay rate. We talked to Kiki about it. It's if the radio station is paying below minimum wage, someone should talk to them about that. It's illegal.
I'm not seeking out these W's that people keep talking about. I'm just sitting here doing my dopey little show.
Is that the craziest thing? Imagine saying that earnestly. Guys, I'm not seeking out these W's that everyone's talking about, all my W's that I'm getting. If I said that for real, I'd feel like such a douche immediately. Like, what am I saying? Why would I say that?
He doesn't know what he's saying. He just oscillates back and forth.
Yeah.
Imagine back in the day when April would just say something like, I thought you were going to take out the garbage tonight. Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm just a monster, aren't I?
That's right.
Yeah, I should just
I don't do anything
shit.
right.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's nuts.
Subs are back up again. It's wonderful. It's a nice little audience, man. It's wonderful. I love
This is funny too, because when he's doing his show, he will not read the YouTube chat. The YouTube chat is too mean. So the subs are up. It's like, yeah, because people are watching you to goof on you, clip it, whatever it is. It's hate watching. Mm-hmm. He won't even read the chat from YouTube, which proves he knows that. And then he'll brag about how the subs are up.
Also, for a guy who's constantly taking victory laps, it sounds like he's surprised by this.
That's a good point as well. It's like, I can't fucking believe people are watching the show now.
Right.
Is his chat a sub only chat? Because you can modify your chat exclusively for.
He's recently been doing that.
See, that's the thing. That's just more manipulation to gain the numbers that he right now is discussing. So this is just man-made for him that he put into place.
Well, also, so I mentioned he doesn't look at the YouTube chat. He's on Rumble simultaneously. He reads the Rumble chat. That he has pulled up.
Those are new people.
Well, also, Rumble numbers are bullshit, and everyone knows that. Whatever Rumble says your viewership is, divide by 10, maybe more.
Kind of like TikTok when
TikTok,
you're like
Twitter,
big numbers.
Yeah, all of these platforms, because they want people to think that like, don't use YouTube. We got the audience over here, so they manipulate the numbers, and people go, why am I even on YouTube? I get 3 times as many people on Rumble watching me. You don't. You definitely do not.
Love it. I'm so happy for the literally tens of thousands of unique viewers we have on this show every single week, every single.
All right, I got to back that up. The
tens of thousands?
Tens of thousands of unique viewers that he has on this channel every week. Okay. Let's hear that again, because I think he catches himself here that he's like, no, that doesn't sound realistic. So I think he changes it.
It's wonderful. I love it. I'm so happy for the literally tens of thousands of unique viewers we have on this show every single week, every single month. I love it. It's great. But
they're very different metrics. Unique viewers every week, unique viewers every month. Very, very different. So I'm not sure which it is, but he's saying he gets tens of thousands of unique viewers every week. I call bullshit, but okay.
I'm not sitting here like keeping a record. I'm not sitting here keeping standings. I know
we are.
I know someone else is.
Yeah, I know. All he's doing is counting
you
W's.
You have to look at something to get the numbers. So what do you're not keeping track? What do you peek at it and then you look away? Like, what are you doing?
It's crazier than that, Missy. That whiteboard behind him, for some reason now he's like keeping track of the Vikings record on there, which we all know. We can look up. If you're a fan of the NFL, you know what's going on. You don't have to do that. But he used to put on there his streaks. He used to put on there his top donors and the donation amounts. All this guy does is count numbers all the time. It's the only thing he's interested in. And then he's just like, look, I'm not even paying attention to what's going on out there. No, that's all you're paying attention to. You just said tens of thousands of unique viewers.
But
very
he really
specific
is
metric.
Yeah, he is very just all over the place. And it reminds me a lot of Opie in those ways where he agrees with one thing, disagrees with the other. He kind of makes it seem like, I'm like as if he's so aware.
You're right.
But I think really it's delusional and coping to appear like he's okay so that everybody believes him. And all he's really not doing is facing the truth of the matter.
Yes.
And then aside from that, it's what does he actually provide his viewers? Like, what do people go to him for actually? Like, what is his content aside from begging for some goal? That's all I know.
He goes to this website, I think it's called notthebee.com or something like that. And he just plays videos and reads stories from this one website, from what I can gather.
So it's just reactionary.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just a clip show. It's like any other show where he's just talking about stuff, and he doesn't have interesting takes on things. So it's not interesting to people like me anyway, maybe where he's from, because, he's a radio guy in St. Cloud, Minnesota. Maybe to them it's interesting and his takes are amazing, and so they're into it. But I think for the most part, the people that I know who watch this show are watching it for the e-begging parts and the stuff like this, where he's revealing that his parents are talking to him about Nick Rekieta's dick. It gets very odd coming up in a minute here.
It's very evident, but if I were that person, I wouldn't be keeping track of wins and losses either, because you're in the quadruple digits for L's now. Oh, yesterday was up, dude. That was weird. And not for me, but like not for me at the same time. If you missed it.
Yeah, make a point, please. Explain what was going on, because
he dances a lot.
He's all over the fucking place.
Nick came into our chat yesterday and seemed obsessed with my genitalia, which, thanks. I
think what he posted was, I still remember your dick, I think is what he posted. So watch Aaron turn this into an obsession with his genitalia, and he's going to act out how Nick was thinking and feeling as he was typing this.
No, not thanks. I haven't really thought about it a lot since we came back on the air. Like I said, when I say I leave show stuff on the show, I mean it. But
you were talking to your parents about it. That's how you opened this whole thing up, by saying I was talking to my parents about what Nick was doing in my chat room yesterday on the show. And now he's saying I haven't thought about it since the show, so I haven't really processed it yet. That's a lie.
I haven't really thought about it, so I guess I haven't worked through these feelings with you guys, I suppose. But he came in here and he's like, and I'm paraphrasing, but it was because I have the super chats up on YouTube. Like, I have the fan funding tab open, and then Rumble is the free chat that we use. Like YouTube, we have the subscriber chat, and I use it for super chats because it moves kind of quick. And then Rumble, I have the free chat. It moves a little quick. You'll miss it if you go away from it, but it's a little more manageable if I want to take some chats from people.
He reads every fucking chat.
Oh my God.
This is part of the problem, Aaron. Jesus.
And it's such a subtle, it's a subtle brag. Like, the chat's running, man. I can't keep up with all the chatters. Like, shut up.
Yeah, he's pretending that's why he's not reading it. No, it's because they're all clowning you. That's why you're not reading it. That's why it's moving fast, too. Senator John's chat moves fast. He loves to brag about it. He's like, look how fast my chat's moving. Yeah, they're all putting L in there. Like, get one.
So I missed it. And then I look later, and I poked some fun at him, and I teased him a little bit because he was here, and it was fun. But, I look later, and I see what the messages are, and he's like, and again, I'm paraphrasing, I remember your dick. And I'm like,
who would say it in that manner? And also, this whole thing.
How would you say, I remember your dick? How do you say it?
I remember your dick.
I remember your dick.
I remember your dick.
I remember your dick.
All right, so there's a couple different ways this could have gone. It wasn't, I remember your dick. That wasn't the way that he was playing it out right here. It's almost like it's a threat the way he was saying it to him. And also, this whole thing was I'm paraphrasing here. Why not screen grab it and have it ready for your show and pull it up so you can respond to it like I just did with Tom Meyer's tweet. Imagine I was just like, yeah, so Tom responded to the show that we did, and I'm paraphrasing, but he was just like, you stinkers.
There has to be gray area in everything that he does.
Yeah. You can never just show a clip. When he talks about, you should have seen what people are saying on Kiwi Farms. Well, pull it up.
Yeah, show us.
Yeah, you can pull up Kiwi Farms anytime you want if you want to show that. He was just saying how people are staring at Carl now on Kiwi Farms. I was like, oh no. Unlike you, Aaron, a random person on the internet does not scare me. So whatever.
Well, the dick store called and they remember your dick.
I'm paraphrasing, but the dick's...
thanks.
Let me back that up again.
Performative Aaron is really annoying.
This is performative Aaron.
It's like, and again, I'm paraphrasing, I remember your dick. And I'm like, thanks. Usually, if a girl says that, you're like, all right, well, well, did you hear about this, folks? Did you see his penis? But, when a guy is screaming it at you with foam on his mouth and whatever getting around drug test intoxicants you might be on, and he's screaming at you about how he misses your genitalia.
You hear what he just did just to manipulate it right there?
Yeah.
All of a sudden,
just
he's
like
foaming at the mouth
jabbed at
and
him with-
screaming. He's manic about it. He's like, ah.
Oh, he's on drugs.
He's on
'cause, you know, like,
drugs.
yeah.
It's like, none of this is true. You just made all of that up. And we all saw it happen in real time. So who's falling for this? It's so stupid.
I'll say it hits you awkward. It hits different. When a guy comes into your chat and goes, I remember your dick.
Well, hold on. Wasn't his genitalia out in a room with Nick at some point?
Yes.
Hey, Aaron.
I'm pretty sure that's the gay act there in and of itself.
Correct.
So him saying that in chat is just reminding you of it. You know it. I think you do have some hidden faggotry within inside of you if you're willing to do something like that. So, you know, maybe your actions are speaking more truth and you have trouble coping and figuring
Missy,
that out.
Missy, if Nick did write that in his chat, and I believe he did, he was trying to get a rise out of Aaron, and mission accomplished.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of doing that. It's like, dude, we've seen each other's dicks. Remember that? He's just like, and now he's turning into that Nick was like foaming at the mouth and screaming over and over again, I remember your dick, I remember your dick, I remember your dick.
Never
then for
acknowledging
his
that he's a swinger.
Right.
Or was.
Well, no, I mean, he does acknowledge that, but they weren't swinging, though. They were having sex with each other. They were wife swapping. They were in separate rooms.
Okay.
Wait, is
all
that
right.
swinging?
I don't think so. I think wife swapping is different than swinging.
It's in the same ballpark. Come
It's
on.
in the same
all
ballpark.
right. There's a lot of mixing of genitalias that one has
Sure.
married against the other or whatever. However, so his parents bringing it up, it's like kind of almost like a concerned father. Like, are you like, is that kind of what it is?
Yes.
I think they're trolling him. Like, where's your little jail suit?
Yeah, right. Where's your soap?
Hey, I didn't think that was the point of what we were doing.
Oh.
But people handle things their own way.
Yeah, we see how you're handling this, and it's weird. Yes. Fucking weirdo.
People, I guess, remember the good times. So I guess that's healthy.
Wait. So oh my gosh, this guy just literally, like, now he's kind of like subtly saying, like, yeah, it was a good time when both of our dicks were touching. Like, is that what he just said?
I think he's calling Nick gay. So Nick was calling that out.
But he wouldn't now encourage that, like, oh, it was a good time.
Yes.
Like,
right.
okay, you're saying that your gay acts was a good time, so it was something that you see positively in your mind.
He doesn't know what to think,
No,
Missy.
he's testing out all these different angles.
That's right.
live.
Fucking crazy, man.
He does this too. Patrick Melton points this out brilliantly, is that when he's doing this performative thing like he's doing right now, he's constantly looking at the chat to see what kind of reaction he's getting. Are people buying this? Is this working?
Yeah,
he's
it's
like your
workshopping
paws.
it.
He takes this posture.
Yes, that's how you
That's
know.
the posture right there. He's looking. Yeah, he does
That's
that.
how you know he's workshopping something to see if people like it or not.
That was a really good impression.
I'd just like to
Producer
go on record as saying, A, I don't. And I'd also like to go on record as saying...
I'm very obviously gay. I look at him and I'm like, well, you're gay.
That's a gay thing to say, bro. And I
Yeah, that was the point. To make you uncomfortable, and it worked perfectly.
Yeah.
Look at his posture right now.
don't know if you know, born in the basement, never brought up. Nobody told you this. You know, you've been away a long time. Maybe nobody went up there. Maybe nobody told you. But that's you know, it's gay, dude. Especially in public. You don't go in public and talk about and be like, I remember your cock.
Oh, is that how he said it? He said it so many different ways now. It's crazy.
This is the pirate version.
Talk about your cock like a pirate day.
I want to see him do it as a Russian. I remember. Oh, no, that's Irish.
That was a little Russian.
Thanks. Can a dick get a restraining order? Because it feels threatened. It feels like I sleep with a padlock on it now, actually, because now I'm worried that, you know, I'll wake up in the morning and, you know, somebody clearly, you know, he misses it and he wants it as a souvenir. I don't
Remember how we said he didn't prep any reaction to this before the show? Probably should have.
Yeah.
So they didn't get the padlock joke out there. Could have scratched that one off the worksheet.
Yeah, maybe he's sleeping and he's woken up by a ghost. I remember your cock.
Boo! Where the fuck is my soundboard? I should have this right.
Oh, that's what the ghost said.
I know. Fuck you.
Let's just say 24 hours ago, I felt a lot safer about, falling asleep and my genitals being safe.
This is the angle, Aaron?
That's all.
Yeah, good stuff.
So that was weird yesterday. The other thing that actually kind of made me feel a little sympathetic was just watching someone just develop blind rage. And by blind rage, I mean you're so angry and you're so upset that someone escaped your cult that you put blinders on and you don't read the room and see how the rest of the world views you.
It's called self-awareness.
Yeah, the irony is lost on this guy. Holy shit.
So now he's turned into Nick Rekieta has blind rage in there. Now, Aaron, just so you know, just so I can keep score of this, you were partly responsible for their home getting raided and Nick getting the felony. And they were responsible for you getting a felony. I'd call that 1-1. We'll see how it pans out after all is said and done. But I'd call it a tie game at this point. Let's see.
You just want to come in and you want to rage at that. You don't even want to hurt me. You just want me to see your impotent rage.
It's just fucking with you. And it's worked. It's working perfectly.
And he's trying to sound smart and like deep about it. And he's just like, just falling apart at the seams.
Mm-hmm. He's illustrating every point he's bringing up.
Yes, I know. That's what's so crazy about Stuttering John does the same thing. We're just like, you realize that you're doing that thing, right?
You could choose not to bring it up at all.
Right. That would be the best choice. Yes. But if you do bring it up, this is the worst way to do it.
The worst.
Into the key word. RugietteHealth.com, or is it RugietteMen.com? Whatever it is, it's a high message and people shouldn't be taking it. It's a lot. It's too much. I'm not going to begrudge a guy if, he's out drinking one night and he's like, I had a lot of booze, maybe a Blue Chew or something. Like, what is that? Like, how much are those? Are like a tiny, they do the reads for him on podcasts. They're like 5 milligrams of whatever.
Where are you going with this?
He's pretending to not know what Blue Chew is.
25 milligrams of shit. That's dead dick right there. Like, what I'm trying to say is...
Yeah, what are you trying to say? Please.
Don't go online and talk to people about another man's penis and think it's going to make you look good. Take off the rage blinders for a moment. Take those off. And like I said, read the room.
This is so ridiculous. This is why he says everyone's seething all the time. He has no idea what seething means. He just makes this up about him. Like, Nick was fucking with you, and now you're acting like he's throwing a temper tantrum and outing himself as gay.
And Nick is probably laughing his ass off.
Yeah, he's laughing. Yes. Yeah, of course.
Because when you go to another man publicly, for what's now had to have been, as much as it's been shared, tens of thousands of people, to start pining over another man's genitals.
Was he pining?
Is dumb.
Is it tens of thousands?
I thought, I know. I thought, it is now. I thought he was angry and now he's pining? I mean, it's one or the other or something completely different, which I believe it is. But you can't be angry and he's all over the place. He's testing multiple. What if I approach it this way, guys? All right, now I'll try another thing. Is this working? Is anyone believing this one? All right, I'll try again.
What a good pause.
It's a little weird.
Yeah, I know. The facial expressions are so bizarre with this one.
Yeah.
It's very animated.
I felt uncomfortable after I saw it.
Yeah,
but yeah, I think the most uncomfortable part is having your parents pull you aside and just be like, why is that man so obsessed with your penis? I don't.
That's not what they said.
Nope.
That's not what they said.
They're like, Aaron, son, are you a...
Right. Do you know what his penis tastes like? Aaron, that's what we need to know.
Oh, it tastes terrible. Let me just tell you.
Yeah, I must not be gay because I hated his semen.
I've had way better penises in my mouth.
I didn't like the taste of his semen when I was eating it out of April. It was so gross.
Too much.
Sorry.
Oh, no. Maybe, you know what the strategy might have been? to make other people in my life, like by mentioning, like, I miss your dick, to make other people in my
Now it's I miss your dick. Yeah. Now it's I wish I still had your dick instead of I remember.
Now that's the Freudian slip puzzle. He might be missing Nick's
That's
dick.
a great point right there. No one used the word miss until you just did. Yep. Oops.
life go, you're gay, aren't you? And I'm like, no, I never, there was not a thing. And they're like, well, then why is he, I mean, obviously something had to, if he misses it that much, you had, so maybe the whole design was put me on the back foot with my friends, family, and audience. And like it's a kamikaze thing, like mutually assured destruction. Like he's like
put you on your heels? Is that what you mean? Because it's working.
Must be a boxing term.
This is definitely, yeah, right. I'm sure it is a boxing term, but he's definitely back on his heels right now, trying to figure out like, how do I spin this into?
He's against the ropes.
He's literally saying, guys, I'm not gay. My boyfriend is, but I'm not.
Right.
He's pulling that one.
The guy I had sex with was also, not saying it was one-on-one. I'm not, you know, they were all together, but they were all sexually naked with intercourse. Like, it's gay. It's gay.
Wait, did you just say they were sexually naked with intercourse?
Yeah,
Write that down, producer Chris. That's a show title right there.
Volume 8.
That's a show title.
he crashes that into my aircraft carrier, and everyone's like, "That's you might as well put a rainbow flag on your aircraft carrier now. You're clearly gay." I'm like, "No, I'm not gay," and they're like, "I don't know, I don't know."
I'm very obviously gay. I look at him, I'm like, well, you're gay.
So
He almost sounded like Seinfeld. He's gay. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Right, yeah. He doesn't know what to believe or what to think or how to feel right now. It is
Sounds
bizarre.
like a conflicted gay man.
It does, doesn't it? He's just
Yeah.
like, no!
wrong with that?
Could you imagine yelling, "No, I'm not gay" on your show? It's like,
No.
yeah, right. A little weird it's coming up like this. I don't know. Okay. But if you say so.
What's he saying up there?
Do you think he regrets bringing this up?
Oh yeah, he's
running with it.
scrambling. He is scrambling.
He
right
did not know
now.
where he was going with this, very obviously. By the way, props to Stalin19 for pulling this clip. I should have said that earlier. Thank you, Stalin19. Pull some great stuff. None of the Clippers pulled him eating dog food for some reason, but this is great.
TK Suso says Aaron has gay rage. See, I think that was the plan.
Yes. Yeah.
Talk about my penis.
He finally figured it out.
Oh my God, his blind rage is coming out.
I appreciate
He finally figured it out. I think that was the plan, was to get me in a tizzy like this. Yep.
He jokes on me.
Yep.
the
The
compliment.
egg
It's very
whiter.
nice.
Nick Rekieta's on my face.
I got my face. I hope it's egg.
I feel like I have to be Billy Madison now. No, I will not make out with you.
Okay.
I got Borophil guy up there talking about God knows what, and all he wants to do is make out with me. Sorry, I'm here to listen to Borophil, not make out with you.
Again, Aaron, I know you like the movie quotes. Could have gotten away from it just immediately after you said, "No, I'm not making out with you." We all know the reference.
Yeah.
He had to go through the whole rest of the fucking scene for some reason.
So that was an odd thing to deal with. I think the only thing that helped.
Well, you dealt with it well, though. So
Yeah.
props to you.
You just made it odd.
Yeah. I'm glad you handled it well.
therapeutically was watching the rest of the internet go, and I'm paraphrasing, that
Now he's paraphrasing the rest of the internet. There's Nick Rekieta, and then there's the rest of the internet.
Nick Rekieta with a 4-word chat.
What did the rest of the internet have to say about this? Because that's how that works.
Yeah.
The internet all has the same opinion on stuff. Let's find out what they thought.
and I'm paraphrasing, that N-word gay. Cocktiff says, why are you in denial? Just say you're gay. Yeah, see, I think that might have been the strategy.
Yes.
The strategy might have been
This.
Oh my God,
This.
he's like
In fact, this is working better than he planned.
he's like blushing.
Yes.
He's so coy.
Nick, this is the best $5 Nick has ever spent. He had no idea it was going to turn into spiraling that's happening before our very eyes. Like, and it took him this long to come to this conclusion. Like, maybe this is what Nick was trying to do, get this reaction out of me. Yeah, obviously.
Nick is a lawyer.
Yeah, he's a smart guy.
Yeah, he's a smart guy. And, you know, when you go through a certain level of like psychology and understanding how the brain reacts and certain personalities react, sure, he knew what he was doing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sure, I'm going to look like a cock-obsessed, addict retard.
You are.
But this guy...
No, he was talking about Nick just there.
Oh,
He thinks that
he's
Nick-
talking about himself.
Yes. I mean, you're interpreting this correctly.
Oh.
But he thinks he's talking about Nick, a cock-obsessed addict retard.
They're going to think he's a homosexual. Joke's on you. I'm pretty sure the Farms and everyone else just thinks I'm a homo. So I don't know. I don't know if it's as far of a fall reputation-wise as one might think.
Now he's coping.
You don't do that and expect...
Now we finally figured out what was happening and what happened, and now he's coping with that. Well, everyone thought I was gay anyway, so joke's on you. Why did we get here?
I don't know.
It's crazy.
Hey,
right?
wait a minute. I didn't suck a dick yet.
This is like a stuttering John tactic.
It really is. It's no idea.
Expect people to think you're good. You don't come in and go, you literally come in and go, I remember your dick.
So you're not paraphrasing anymore.
Yeah, I thought he was pining for it. He was looking forward to the next time he was going to break into your house and touch it. Now it's back to just, I remember your dick. Okay.
He did say it a little more normal that time.
Yeah, and that was just a normal way to say it, too. He wasn't seething and
He didn't
foaming
need
at the
to
mouth.
manipulate it to gain a certain reaction.
Right.
Just say, Nick, I remember your dick too, okay?
Yeah, we all remember our dicks. Good times.
Dude, I know I'm joking around, but that doesn't hurt me. That hurts you.
It doesn't sound like you're joking.
You look like a
God.
But oh well.
So the loser in all of this is obviously Nick Rekieta, who, and I love when Aaron talks about how he just drops a bomb and walks away, and he's just I'm always getting over my haters. I just drop a bomb and I walk away. That's literally what Nick did to him. And he fucking fell for it. We're watching it in real time. Just and you're the loser in all this, Nick. Yeah, Nick's not even watching today. Idiot.
Yeah, he kind of
Anders
used
says everyone-
He used the wrong term when he said kamikaze. No, this is the H bomb.
Right. Yeah. So then it's all right, I'm out of here. Good luck with that.
I already
This is a
thought
big
you
boy.
both were gay. Nick is just confirming the gayness. Actually, yesterday I was getting a little dizzy on account of the gayness. What? There was a Kiwi Farms post yesterday. I laughed so hard.
Oh, it's gonna be
I
funny.
saw that Nick was in a tweet spiral with Sean yesterday because Sean said something.
Again, everything with him is so extreme. Was he tweeting back and forth with someone? No, he was in a tweet spiral. Okay. He must have been losing his mind. His mind is gone. It's lost. He'll never get it back again.
Yeah, I
Gotta
mean,
see
these
the
last
spiral.
10 minutes weren't spiraling at all.
Yeah, no, you're obviously normal. You're the normal one, Aaron. It's Nick who's crazy, obviously.
I saw that Nick was in a tweet spiral with Sean yesterday because Sean said something very accurate about me and my life, and Nick was a little panicked over it. You could tell, but
What was it?
somebody did say, in regards to the gay thing, Nick said he reads my Kiwi Farms thread and then jacks off after. I'm not joking, and I'm like, bro, I read your Kiwi Farms thread because it's hilarious. It is. It's an easy way to kill 2 minutes. You're waiting.
Wow, what a spiral Nick was in. He was clowning you. He goes, yeah, he reads my Kiwi Farms and jacks off to it.
Why would you defend yourself to that?
I don't know. It's like, I wait 20, 30 minutes before I jack off after reading it. What do you mean? Yeah. How dare you say that? I watch some porn first.
Yeah, I usually need pictures.
He's insane. But that was his example of spiraling on Twitter. Okay.
For something to load, you're like, well, check that out. Why not? Why not?
He's almost embarrassed. You could tell right there he's embarrassed that he is obsessed with Kiwi Farms and that thread. He reads it every single morning. He's talked about that. And now he's going, when you're waiting for something to load, you mean like in 1998?
Right.
What do you mean when you're waiting for
Buffering.
something to load?
Buffering.
You're waiting for something to load. So you're just like, why don't I just read this thing over here? It's like, or you could do any other thing. Yes. Literally any other thing are also your options. But obviously all of us are to go to Kiwi Farms. We're waiting for something to load. He's just like us.
Who are these podcasts?